I'm the owner, chef, proprietor of the tannery and the tannery townhouse in Dungarvan, County Waterford. I spent a long time training in the best restaurant in Britain I'm supposed to be good at what I do. By the time I was 23, I became the chef of a 2 Michelin star restaurant in London, which was pretty unheard of. And I came home in 1997 along with my wife Maura. We were thrown into this mad world of ours of running our own business. And this July we celebrate 10 years being open. We've won numerous awards. And then last year we opened up a townhouse, which is just around the corner from the restaurant, to accommodate people that were coming from greater distances to eat with us. And it was just a natural extension of our business.
Paul Flynn's success as restaurateur, proprietor, chef and writer makes him a busy figure who's always in demand. However, he has agreed to act as advisor to 2 young women who are running their own business in far-off Connemara. In order to fully understand the challenges they face, Paul has decided to make the long drive to Roundstone to see the place for himself.
Hello. We can be there in about 5 minutes. Is that okay?
Michelle McCarthy and Lorraine Cunningham are 24 years old. A year ago, having graduated from the Institute of Technology in Galway, they embarked on a business venture which has completely transformed their lives.
Taken on the challenge of managing a hotel in Connemara, in a little village called Roundstone. We're just out doing 7 managements, but we know the business has potential. We're struggling to find out where we actually can build on that potential. Every day you come in with a to-do list, you get the way through the quarter of the way through the to-do list. That's a fantastic day. There's not enough hours in the day. The hotel is their life. First thing when you wake up in the morning, you think of the hotel. And then when you leave at night, you're still thinking of the hotel. So it's just like, it's constantly thinking about the hotel.
The girls are aware that they're to be teamed up with an expert, but have no idea who he or she might be, or where they'll be going.
We hope the person that we're put with will help us and give us advice in areas that we find difficult. For example, time management. Help us with our marketing, just give us advice and things like that to help us maybe to refocus. Every place we've worked in, we've always learned something off a new manager, and suddenly there's nobody else to learn from, it's ourselves. I can check in pizza. I don't know.
They also don't know that Paul's about to visit them incognito.
Hi, good evening.
Do you have a room? Just to sing at your hands.
Sure. See, just for one night, is it?
Well, I went in incognito, which is, it was very exciting. They didn't know who I was. I just went in as an ordinary paying customer and just come off the street, paid in cash. They were really friendly, but they weren't too inquisitive.
Yeah, with my
My ears were on fire just, and I was writing notes left, right and centre, and just getting the measure of these 2 girls. And I dropped some money into the pint, and it wasn't pre-planned at all. That was just me being clumsy. And Lorraine dealt with it really well, and she was under a bit of pressure, and the bar was busy, and you know, she was just really gracious about the whole thing.
It's pressure.
I saw that they were really involved in every part of the business, but they're more valuable than that. Certain skills are needed to attract people to Eldons, and those girls have the certain skills required. To step away from the hotel just a touch. First of all, to let people know that they were there, but also to look at their business from the outside in.
Like 7 days a week, all the time, you're just gonna, you're gonna burn out and you're gonna lose the love.
The tough task of running Eldons is also a huge financial responsibility. So it's with some trepidation they set out on the 200-mile journey to Dungarvan to meet their as yet.
We're definitely here. Right, but I think we just need to kind of take a left turn back there. How are you? We don't know why we're here. We're expecting sort of that we have to Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god, pictures. Oh, pictures taken. This is check-in. This we checked in. Surprise. We didn't even see the camera though. That's mad, isn't it? I can't believe it. I'm in shock right now. Cheers.
How are you?
Oh my god, how are you? Yes.
Dorian, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm Paul Flynn.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was sweet for you.
You are.
Do you remember?
Yes, I did, because you are a surprise booking.
That's it. I was supposed to be an architect or something.
Yes. I thought you were buying me beer, you know, I was going to let you know.
Yeah.
So, why are we here?
Well, hopefully, people in higher places than myself think that I can be of some help to you with Eldons, and hopefully over the next few days we can just put our heads together and see can we drive your business forward. You must be very tired, so I'm not going to keep you too long at all. I'm going to have your dinner, enjoy your dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Paul feels that the girls' focus on day-to-day issues is making them resistant to change. Change that needs to be made if Eldons is going to achieve its full potential.
I know that they were definitely nonplussed when they arrived here, and I think the girls were nervous that they weren't ready to stick their heads above the parapet.
He has decided there are two areas he can help the girls address. First, to make them see that their own characters are their best marketing assets.
Morning.
And second, to help devise a practical way to boost business during the lean winter months. The question is, are the girls open to his advice?
Good. Okay, I see you have one of your breakfasts already. I've arrived with one for you as well. Breakfast in a bag. Have you never seen that before?
I love the whole idea of the breakfast in the room like this. It kind of saves on the whole having breakfast downstairs and getting all cleaned up and everything.
I mean, the idea of this is that we thought about what we would like ourselves, and I think that's really important in business. You know, you gotta be true to yourself. You gotta really apply a sense of individuality to your business, because that's your strongest point. It's my strongest point in terms of my food and a certain amount of bravery in doing things differently, and that's where I think that you guys can do really well as well. Seeing that yourselves are the strongest element of this business, in my opinion. Where can we bring Eldons from here? I mean, what we need to do is build up your winter business. Like, what's in the local area that you think might draw in more people? How can we get hold of them to get into Eldons?
But looking at the winter, we'd say we can do hill walking. And there's like a whole kind of new market coming up with that. We're trying to get in on that market as well.
So tell me about your team.
There's, we'd say, a core team of myself, Lorraine and David. We're the kind of three main people there.
And who's David?
David's our head chef.
So David's a crucial part of it.
Oh, essential, like, David is our
David is crucial to what I'm intending to do. So I'm going to get him down if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay, so we've established that hill walkers are a market that you could possibly tap into more, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're going to do today, we have a really exciting challenge for you. It's all about understanding the needs of the hill walker, so you'll be able to provide a better service for them when they come down from the mountain.
I don't like where this is going.
I've had loads of power all of a sudden. So we're going to send one of you up a mountain with no map and no compass, just with a photograph of a rock. And the other one is going to be down here in the garden, guiding you up. We're going to give you a laptop, and we're going to give you some maps and photographs and a mobile phone. And hope that there's a connection and reception up there. Hopefully now, you know, otherwise you'll be down the week. So what you have to do is decide which one of you is going to go up and which one of you is going to stay here with me.
I'm not.
Can you go through it really slowly?
The thing that really amazed me about the two of them is that I thought there was going to be arguments about who was going up the mountain, who wasn't. There wasn't, and there wasn't a squeak out of them. Listen, you're terrible at you know, reading that. So look, you go. I'll stay, whatever. You know, that happens so naturally, which just shows how much they understand one another and how well they work together.
Okay, listen, I need you to leave Dungarvan heading towards Waterford, okay?
I'm just actually heading towards the car now, so I'm going to go down and put you on loudspeaker if that's okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay, man, speaking now. Okay, and about 7 miles down the road, you come to Lemmy Brine. There you take the left fork towards Carrick. Alright? So then you continue for approximately 5.5 miles. And we'll pass an official forest car park on your left. Then I need you to continue for exactly 1 mile until you see an old farm gate.
It was all about trust, but also putting themselves in the position of hikers in my puzzle. Just to see and feel of comfort when you've been up the mountain and then you come down the mountain, then you walk into Eldons and you get treated like a king or a queen.
Hey, have you got to the stream?
Yeah, the whole place is not
There's stepping stones there to the left of the gate.
Okay.
And the stone is wobbly, but the trees are strong there. Yeah?
Okay.
So I need you to walk up through the fields following the tractor tracks there. Do not go to the left as you get stuck in the quickest mud in Waterford.
Okay.
And the cows won't bother you, but there's a load of cows there. It's like Cowpat City.
If I get stuck, I'm really
Give me a call if you're in trouble. Okay. Good luck. Bye.
Back at base camp, Lorraine has to split her time between guiding Michelle up the mountain and taking on Paul's advice.
This bowl is my plan for you guys.
I've decided really to concentrate on what I do best, and that's the food side of things, and help David with some recipes and also help the girls with a style of presentation that I think may create a niche in the market and a hook for people to just see that Eldons has something different that other people don't have.
Not too bad.
How are you? I mentioned before I said hello to you in the foyer of the hotel. I'm just going through with Lorraine about my concept for a different style of cooking with a very simple method. You can have 20 people taken care of.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she wants.
That's what you want, because you can't. I mean, you can't employ any more people, and you physically can't cope with any more people as well. So look, go inside, and you're just no time for a little cup of coffee or anything. I'll be working.
That's all. Throw me in there.
Remember, a firm grip on the lid at all times.
I think it's true what they say about TV. It has a few pounds, doesn't it?
I got that evening in the morning about children. Folks, it's a memory game. Okay, you're fine, Commissioner. You get cold as that. Commissioner, stay with Commissioner. What's your back? That was good. That was very positive. No, you're right.
15 minutes.
You got thrown in there, you just don't know what's going on. Not really.
From milk chocolate lovers.
We've been in here several
I'm
times.
a worshipper.
Staying here, so
Are you?
nice to see that. Yeah.
Lads, it's back on!
Hey, hey!
David, it's back on!
The summer sun is getting
Well, the weather here is beautiful. Well, it stopped raining a bit, which is good. But it's pretty muddy. Just one kind of made a decision whether to go this way or whether to go that way. So I'm going to head this way and see what way it goes.
and the storm clouds come.
So what we're going to do first, this is going to be made in 2 stages. We're going to make a sauce or a broth, and essentially all we're going to do after that is poach really good fish in it. And I've got one eye on your profit margins, one eye on ease of service, and also we want it to be the minimum amount of staff required to make something visually fantastic.
It's all about keeping it simple.
It's all about keeping it simple. David, I think is a fantastic young lad. He's got a real insight. So therefore, the three partners in this venture are super strong people, and it's very exciting to be involved with them. How's it going?
Hey Lorraine, I'm here by the fence. The weather is really, really bad. It's pouring rain.
Just give me a few seconds. I'm going to go through a few more instructions with you, okay? Okay, so over the fence, follow the small path up the hill. When you come to the top there's a boulder.
I hope I make it down in time. It'll be dark.
Okay, well just give me a call and let me know. Okay, good luck, bye.
The dish itself is one thing, but presentation is another side of it. It's not a stage a la carte atmosphere where you get the food in front of you and you smell it and ooh, I love it. That kind of way. Like you're mucking in, you're getting into it. Imagine this in your rustic setting. There's no time-consuming ladling out of the stew into bowls. You want to keep a group of hungry people happy. And also you have the whole conviviality of people serving themselves. And it's exactly what people, it's what people want when they come down from the mountain, as poor Michelle will have found after getting soaked.
Hello? Give me 2 seconds and I'll be back there.
Lorraine and Michelle are used to multitasking and working together. But Paul's mountain challenge is proving to be a tough one that really puts them to the test.
I'm here.
Older.
Okay, great. So just give a look around there and see if you can find the prize.
I think I've got it now. I found a bar of chocolate.
Is it Dairy Milk?
It says that tomorrow morning we're going to be on the radio to try to convince the southeast of Ireland why Eldons is worth travelling 200 miles for.
You what?
That's what it says.
Okay, get the jacket back here. I think we're going to need it.
Okay, see you in a while.
Bye.
Paul's radio challenge will force the girls and their marketing skills into the they must make if they want the venture to succeed. But it's going to be another mountain for them to climb.
Storm clouds come already out of rain.
You don't realise how wet I was, honestly. And how many times you walked into the wrong door here.
Back at the tannery, Michelle is ready to be treated like a queen. Paul and David present her with a new dish designed specifically for hill walkers.
Okay. So listen, a green salad, just new potatoes with parsley, and then this is a coleslaw that we do. And it's an Eldons seafood stew, I like to think. It's so easy to replicate this for 30 or for 40. You could have your whole dining room set up like this and cater for groups, and it's really easy. And let the people do the work, but it's also fun for them. Now, do you think, is that the sort of food you like coming down from a mountain?
It's exactly what the doctor ordered, I think.
I'd love to eat that, personally. Not that I'd be up on a mountain too often.
You should come up for next time.
No chance. Not for brown chocolate. I decided to bring them out in the boat, just to take them out of their normal environment. We have many things in common in terms of our location, although I will say the girls are definitely more remote than I. But when I'm out here, not that I come out here too often, I have to say, but when I'm out here, I'm looking at the Gaeltacht over there, Ring College, so that's a target market for us. We have hill walkers, we have anglers, there's 3 golf courses in Dungarvan, and we target those as well. And it's very similar situations really, and I suppose you need to take yourself out of your environment just to have a look at these things and let the wind blow through your hair. And so to go out on the boat and then look at these things puts a perspective on things that they mightn't have possibly thought about. It kind of makes you think a little bit more about who we need to target. This afternoon we're going to be putting you on a radio program. It's not necessarily in a direct relationship with yourself because it's too far away, but it's really good experience, and WLR have been really helpful to me over the years. You know, it's all about getting your name out, and at lunchtime when people are drive time, when they're in their cars and they always have the radio on, you know, if they hear the tannery, on your case they hear Eldons, and it's about getting your name into people's minds, and that's what it's all about. Product placement is almost what it is. You're really charming, you know, and I'd make them laugh. Laughter is a great thing, you know. If you have a bit of a sense of humour, try and get it across, because if you're coming across as a boring old fart, you know, it won't entertain the listeners at all.
WLR-FM's Daisha AM with Billy McCarthy.
Brought to you by Mulligan.
Okay, girls, put on the headphones and we'll start.
The radio interview proves to be a valuable learning experience for a very tired Michelle and Lorraine, as they discover it's even tougher than either of them had anticipated.
What brings you to Waterford and to County Waterford in particular?
Well, we've been very lucky to we graduated in 2005.
What brings you to County Waterford?
Well, we've been brought around on a little
So, what brings you to County Waterford?
We're here filming. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we've been lucky enough to be part of a documentary for RTE, and we've been paired up with Paul Flynn from the Tannery restaurant in Dungarvan.
And this is all because you've taken a lease out on an hotel in Roundstone. It's a very challenging market.
Yeah, it is a huge challenging market. Our hotel is quite unique. It's a small 19-bedroom hotel. It's got a restaurant, a medium-sized restaurant, a lounge, and a small bar. There is no fancy spas or saunas. You want to come to rural Ireland, you want to see what Ireland really is. And
after a shaky start, the girls finally hit their stride.
You have a pint of Guinness in your cheddar and you enjoy it. And you will interact with the locals.
They tend to hide their light a little bit underneath a bushel, and in fairness they're 24, but they're fairly two special 24-year-olds. So we put them in an environment where they're being interviewed about the whole programme and spoke a bit about themselves, and that type of interview gets easier the more you do. So look, goodbye.
When we sat down and putting on the earphones and you realise that there's camera on one side and the radio on the other side, and it was really like overwhelming. Like you're able to walk in front of strangers, deal with problems. That's what we're used to. That's a day to day. But then we have to put yourself on the publicity side. That's the harder part. So it's definitely something for us to work on.
So after a tiring few days, the girls head off on the 5-hour journey back to Roundstone to face into the winter.
Not easy.
3 months today. 2 weeks.
We had long, involved, detailed chats, and you know there were a couple of frank discussions as well. You know, they're two strong-willed girls, and that's what got them where they are today. What I did see certainly was this probability that this place could be a really special destination, and that's why wholeheartedly I jumped into this little project to just see could I help them, I suppose, streamline and make things a little bit simpler, but yet not sacrificing any of the quality.
It's spring and a new season at Eldons, but have the girls taken on any of Paul's advice?
The internet is like a powerful tool, so at the moment we're updating the site and making it look fresher, getting our ideas and our promotions on it, because it is the easiest way to get to a large audience as well. If we get like our first group in and we do them like sitting down eating, take a picture of that. Yeah, that'd be good, because that'd create the whole kind of thing of the feast and everything. Yeah. That's a really good one.
Since David came back, he's been working with me, our assistant chef, with different ideas that Paul talked about. The opportunity of working with such a great chef,
and it's made him very enthusiastic about the forthcoming season. He's taken his ideas from Paul, but putting his own twist on it and using our own locality as a resource for the menus.
That's hot sweetie.
Everybody was involved, like the core of the team, so it was a team building for us all, and everybody got to be involved in it, so I think that was important as well. We've got the bookings in for the summer, so we're just hoping now that we can continue on that during the winter. If we can carry the groups through, that'll, we'd say, tackle one of our seasonality problems of trying to get people to Connemara for the winter time.
I would hope to see courage from them. I truly admire people for not minding being a little bit different and not fitting into convention. Not everybody will appreciate everything you do. All you can do is please the people who appreciate you. And that's enough for me.
Drinks on the house. If he's forming an orderly queue, they'll be signing autographs in about 5 minutes.
That was very good. Very good.
Oh, isn't too bad.
You thought it'd be worse, did you?
Oh, I really do.
That was a very unfair.